Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Sorrowful here, and we are going to be taking a look at the video together. We're going to run some parts in slow-mo, see if we could gather more information than we can at a first glance with the whole 5th job teaser video. Hopefully you guys have seen it by now. If you haven't, I suggest you check out Spadow on YouTube. So guys, there's a couple people on YouTube that I wanna inform you guys of. Okay, so keep an eye on these people. SlipySlidy. Okay, keep an eye on him on YouTube if you want to hear the background music for all this new content and stuff like that. As soon as BGMs come out for MapleStory, he uploads it right away. I don't know how he does it, but he instantly has high quality MapleStory BGM videos, and he's been doing this for years. Check him out if you guys are interested in the music. Check out Spadow. Keep an eye on Spadow's channel because he's going to be uploading videos on 5th job classes, because this is already out on the Korean test servers. I'm so jealous that I can't play them, but at least we have these people who can and who could share this information with us. So thank you, Spadow, as well as Max, aka Orangey Mushrooms. So yeah, check out Spadow. Keep an eye on his channel, as well as keep an eye on Max's channel. The links to all of these will be in the description below. I believe Max's channel is like Orangey Mushrooms or something. But again, it'll be in the description below, because he as well is uploading content on 5th job classes, something I cannot do. So definitely check those guys out. High quality content with things that you guys want to know. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out this 5th job video. Okay, so we're gonna play it together, and a couple things actually that I want to point out first is that, as you can see on Max's blog here, a link to this post as well will be in the description. Level 200, in case you don't know yet, is going to be at level 200. I said level 200. 5th job is going to be at level 200. Where is it? It's supposed to be like right here. I don't know, but it's not saying it here anymore. Is it at the top? Okay, the 5th job advancement will take place at level 200. Okay, so they have the name of the skill that they show off in the video. So you can see the name of the skill, and you get the picture and the animation of the skill as well. So these are the little descriptions that they have. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting stuff. I quickly want to touch on people thinking that there's only one skill for 5th job. To be completely honest, this was an initial concern of mine as well, because we only see them using one skill. So I had an instant feeling that, oh god, is this just going to be like hyper skills where you only have like 2 skills, like active skills? But then you see Buccaneers, their skill right here is transform, right? But in the video, we see them using transform, but also using a spirit bomb like ability, which, if you ask me, is completely badass, and I can't wait for that shit. So yeah, that's 2 skills already. Okay, so it's definitely not just going to be one skill, but it is going to be a whole different system. And if you guys check out Spadow or Max's YouTube videos on a 5th job class, you can see that the whole skill tree kind of thing is different. I'm not sure if it's only for 5th job or if it's for everything, but it's just a whole different system, and it's going to be a lot to get used to. I just hope it doesn't ruin anything in the game, because, you know, with big changes, that's always a possibility. So let's go back to the video. Let's put it in full screen mode. Hopefully the volume's not too loud for you guys. I probably should have checked beforehand, but it's going to be really low because I don't want there to be a chance of it being too loud. Okay, so the trailer starts off 5. I'm gonna hover over this pause button so we can pause at any moment. Okay, so unfortunately I don't understand Korean, but some things you're gonna be able to make out. Like this, are probably just saying coming to MapleStory or something this summer, you know. I just felt like this whole thing, the music they used, everything was perfect, and I loved it. So there's a little 5 in the V, so it's like 5 and 5. So from 2006 to 2016, beta was 2005. So now they're showing all the classes in the game. Well, not all, but a good handful. Pretty much all the characters that represent each class. So they're showing a 5 there, probably 5th job or something. Look right here. You know, it's telling us again at level 200. So 5th job is at level 200. Alright. And that, it kind of looked like a skill, and that they're kind of showing skills in there. And I noticed that the first time I watched it. Let's go ahead and put it into half speed right here. So the music's going to sound a little bit weird, but just so we could get a better look at these things. So you can see this kind of looks like a kinesis skill, I believe, or one of the classes skills, maybe even ice lightning. And then you kind of see a star right here, like a ninja star, right? And that looks like ice lightning, and then you see kinesis skill, and then I think that's blaster or buccaneer. So they did incorporate skills into that. And right here we can see the new skill tree kind of thing. What I don't understand, I really want to understand this. I haven't checked out the 5th job classes yet. I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. I just woke up. It's 3 p.m. I just woke up because I stayed up all night to wait for the news. Because I couldn't sleep. I was too anxious, believe it or not. So I stayed up to wait for the news, and then I was way too tired to make this video for you guys. So I had to sleep first. But now that I'm up, I'm ready to do it. So that's why this video is coming to you guys so late. But yeah, I haven't checked out the actual job videos that Spadow and Max have uploaded, but yeah, this is the new system, and it's showing 4th job skills here and a locked symbol over some of the other skills. And these skills, I don't know, I can't make out some of them. Like, some of them look like 4th job skills, but some are just like, the thing is, on Max's blog, right, there's a part that says, in quotation, combine, enhance, or choose, combine, enhance. That's what it says for 5th job. And thankfully we get a little bit of English here. It says 5th job or 5 matrix. Okay, so what I'm kind of thinking is, you could combine different classes skills, because look, what class is this? You can't tell, because look, there's a bowman skill in here, hero skill in here. Look, this is a cannoneer skill, the big bomb one. And, you know, this is, I can't see it properly, but it looks like another class's skill. Like, what is this? This is, like, combine? So what, could we use skills from different jobs? Is that what's happening? And then we level it up, we give it more stars. Unfortunately, right here, they're showing everything at 1 star. You couldn't see it, but apparently it goes up to 5 stars, so that's max, right? So it's a whole different kind of system that we're going to be seeing here in this 5th job update. So that's something to definitely keep in mind, to look at carefully, because yeah, that's some really interesting stuff. We're seeing multiple skills from different classes. It's called the 5th job matrix, right? I should probably look up the definition of matrix, because maybe that'll help a little more. So that's that. We can put it back at regular speed. Oh, the music's so dope. I love the music for this. Okay, so this is hero. I don't remember their skill offhand, the skill name. You know what? For the skills itself, let's play it in half speed. So they summon a sword in the middle. Okay, look what. Okay, hold on. I thought I seen the sword attracting the enemies, but it's just because it's in slow speed and it took the enemies some time to turn around. Because it looked like it worked like a puppet skill, but it doesn't. So I'm not sure what it does, if it just, you know, increases the defense or something. I don't remember the description for the hero skill. But yeah, so that skill was just a hero summoning a sword. This is now the paladin. Okay, so that looks new to me, right? This whole buff thing. Holy sh! So they could put their invincibility thing on an ally as well. I don't know if you guys know the paladin hyper skill, but it makes a paladin completely invulnerable, like from anything. I don't care what it is in the game, they are invulnerable against. So now they can use it on an ally right here. You're gonna see the Demon Slayer get it as well. Boom, activate it. So what it looks like is that he could use this aura thing, right? Hold on, this is hero again. So paladins could use this buff aura. Okay, look, it goes on both of them. And now I feel like whatever skill the paladin uses, it'll proc on the Demon Slayer as well, or whichever ally he uses it on. So it's really cool. And something, guys, I noticed about all of these skills, like 90% of the skills, is that 5th job is really about controlling the map. You know, it's about being able to wipe an entire map really quick, or as quickly as possible. So like I said, 90% of the skills just completely obliterate a huge portion of the map. So paladin right here, buffs his partner with invulnerability. Dark Knights now, so their skill is something spear, and you can see the spear gonna go fly, pierce all the mobs, and do what is that, 6-7 lines of damage. So it's really cool. I don't know if it has a limit to how many mobs it can hit, but it doesn't look like it. This seems like a really cool skill. You just send these fireballs all over the goddamn place. So that's theirs for Fire Poison Mage. This is Ice Lightning Mage. Did you guys see that? Was that the mob skill or the Ice Lightning Mage skill? I didn't notice that the first time. I think that was the mob skill. It's a blue laser beam. Why would it be shooting in that direction though? All the mobs are looking in that direction. I think it's coming from this mob right here because this is where the laser is its biggest. So yeah, I don't think that's an Ice Lightning skill. See? Okay, look. This is what they showed in the beginning of the video. This was an Ice Lightning skill. I thought it was a Ninja Star thrown in there as well, but it's purely an Ice Lightning skill that creates ice terrain all around, which, if you guys don't know how Ice Lightning Mages work, it slows the enemies and they take damage over time. Okay, so that was Ice Lightning Mage. It turns out that the laser beam was in fact the mob skill. We got a little clearer look of that. So now Bishop. They just have the shield. I can't... Oh, that's what the shield does? I didn't notice that the first time. So whatever mob is in the shield, it looks like they're stunned, like they can't move. It looks like they can't really do anything, or they can't hit the Bishop. So now this is a Bowmaster. So they're gonna have this sick arrow rain ability that I think is absolute madness, and I really like that skill. Now we have Marksman. This is called True Sniping. So you could just click. This is such an amazing way to implement a skill. I feel like this is so amazing. You're actually sniping the mobs. It's like a mini game every time you use it. So for the Night Lords now, it's a little bit interesting. It's like they could use their quintuple throw to hit like as many mobs as they want, or something like that. Because every time they use it, it hits all the mobs. So as you can see, it's hitting multiple mobs. I feel like some people didn't notice that, but it's super obvious. I guess not if you don't play a Night Lord. But now this is the Shadower, guys. So people were confusing Shadower and Dual Blade. I noticed in my previous video. But this is Shadower, and then after this is Dual Blade. So Shadower right here is called Shadow Assaulter. Okay? Right there. They just went straight up to the mob. And they're attacking all over. It's super sick. Like, I'm super excited for that Shadower skill. It looks amazing, and it just feels like it's going to be so nice to traverse those platforms, especially in that training map of, you know, the Black Heaven areas. Because those maps are kind of annoying to get around, especially if you don't have an up jump like the Thief classes. Well, Dual Blades have an up jump. This is Dual Blade now, and it looks like an even better version of Azura. Because look at it, it just completely wipes anything in its path. So it's like an enhanced Azura. This is now Corsair, or this is Buccaneer actually. So look, they're transformed and use Spirit Bomb. Look, do you guys see the animation for this skill? Are you guys not like pissing your pants because of this? Look at this shit. It looks insane. Look how he grabs the Spirit Bomb, okay? He up jumps, grabs it, woo! Throw that. Oh, that skill looks so beautiful. And he's still using Octo Punch. Corsair. I never liked the Corsair class in my life playing MapleStory, but this skill looks absolutely badass. It's shooting all over the place. Like, I'm so hoping that these aren't just hyper skills, you know, because I don't want to have these skills on a cooldown, though that just seems like how most of them are going to be, cooldown based skills. Because man, these skills are so awesome. I just want to always have to use, or always be able to use them. So this one you can see, I don't know, maybe you get charges, but he's spamming this ability kinda. Maybe there's a 1 second cooldown, and for a second they make it look like, the first time I seen it I'm like, did he just ride that cannon? But no, he didn't. They made it look like that though. So it looks like it might have a 1 second cooldown, or it has no cooldown. This is now the Zero, by the way. That was Cannoneer. This is now the Zero class. It looks like they could just not Zero, what am I saying, Dawn Warrior. This is the Dawn Warrior class, because now they're going into the Cygnus Knights area. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. They just look like they could use more skills together. It looks like every time you click a skill key, it's using both skills, both Sun and Moon skills, at the exact same time. So their DPS essentially is going to be exactly doubled, you know, with just that skill. So that's really cool. Blaze Wizards, they now have a huge fireball that comes out every, what, third ball? Fourth, fifth. It's whenever the big fireball returns, you get another one. So that was Blaze Wizards. It's pretty cool if you ask me. This is Wind Archers. I'll be completely honest, guys. I'm not happy with it because, yeah, I didn't want a tornado in the middle of the screen. I'd much rather something like Arrow Rain, or as you guys will see, Mercedes's. Mercedes not hyper skill. I want to call it hyper skill, because this looks like Monsoon a bit. But Mercedes' 5th job skill is absolutely amazing. But this is Howling Gale, and as soon as I read the name, Max posted the name of this skill before the video was even live, so I knew right away that it was a wind tornado of some sort, like a gust of wind or something. And that's what it turned out to be. So something to point out here, guys, is that wind archers are not doing 2 lines of hurricane. They're not doing 2 lines of hurricane with their Song of Heaven skill. So I don't know if that's the case, but if that's the case, I'm gonna have to main a different archer class, unfortunately, because I'm not gonna have 5th job and not have 2-line hurricane. I'm so not gonna have that. But yeah, so if you guys haven't noticed by now, all of the damage that these classes are doing, all these characters are doing, is 16, 07, 14. Okay, and this was mainly pointed out to me by a viewer of mine, Wolf. He said 16, 07, 14. This definitely, like, indefinitely confirms that 5th job is going to be released in KMS on July 14th of 2016. So we're only 3 weeks, 2 weeks and a half away from seeing 5th job fully released on the KMS servers. They are currently in test servers. 2 weeks is approximately the time that games like to test certain things, like live testing, because they do their testing of their own. So yeah, this is pretty much confirming the date that this whole update is going to be coming to KMS. So we're only going to have to wait this short time before we actually see massive amounts of gameplay. So what I really like about them doing this is that, one, we get all this information without having to wait too long. Because imagine if we just got this information only to find out that this is coming in the winter for KMS. Like, that would just be so dreadful, and I hate waiting. I'd much rather just find out about things as soon as they're coming, right? So I'm not like Pokemon Sun and Moon, where you find out about that shit in the beginning of the year. You have to wait the whole year before you could actually buy the game. I hate stuff like that. But this... Look, they just revealed it all. 2 hours later, it's in KMST. It's in the test servers. And then 2 weeks later, it's going to be live. So I'm super happy about that. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys picked up on that. Really good job to you, Wolf, for picking up on that. I'm honestly not sure if I would have picked up on that myself if he hadn't brought that to my attention. So thank you for that, Wolf. But yeah, super interesting stuff. So 1-line hurricane, but this drags enemies into it and damages them and eventually kills them. This is Nightwalkers now, and you're gonna see this dark sword. You see this dark shadow come up from the floor, and I'm not sure what exactly it does. It might just, like, you know, do an execute blow on the mob. But yeah, it doesn't look all that great to me. But yeah, it's still a decent skill. This is now Thunderbreaker, and to me it looks like because Thunderbreaker is a class that you're supposed to be chaining abilities with, it looks like when you hit a mob with something, it actually chains to the other mob from a further distance. So look how far that chains. So that's something to note, because that's not normal for Thunderbreakers. I have every class. I've played Thunderbreaker. That didn't happen on my Thunderbreaker. So that's really cool. It makes their mobbing much more efficient and effective. This is now the Meow class. So they have a big cross here, and they have a big ball around them with a huge shield on it. This looks like such a cool skill. Like, it actually looks cool. The shield was actually damaging the mobs. Let me get another look. I was just looking at the animation. So yeah, it looks like the cross and the shield is doing damage. I'm not sure. That's a tough one to grasp. So for the Aron, I don't know what's new. I looked at it. Is it this big polearm in the middle? I think it's the big polearm in the middle. Or that, because they didn't give a good showcase of the Aron skills. It looks like they made their polearm glow, which I know is new, because look at the polearm. See, that buff makes it glow, and then you just, like, your attacks are insane. So this is Evan now, and you can't really see it, but you could tell that some shit is going down. I swear they used more than one 5th job skill in this for the Evans. But either way, it's absolutely dope. And now look, this is my favorite one. What is that? What is that? 3? Is that 3 Mercedes? Count them, 3? It's only whenever she uses a skill. So as you can see, there's nothing following her. Boom, she uses a skill. The other 2 use a skill after her. So if this works with her hurricane ability, then Mercedes, I don't see how another class could out DPS Mercedes, because then that's going to be like 6 lines of hurricane without including the final attack ability. So we're going to have to see about that. Now Phantoms, there's, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, Joker card. That's such a dope name for their skill, Joker card. I don't know, it just seems like a million cards flying out of them. And then there's this one card, and then I don't know what that was going to do. So for Shade now, you pretty much have the ability to use all 3 spirits at the same time. So that's that. This is Luminous now. Huge light coming in. Or is that just the background? That's the background. Okay. Holy lines. It doesn't always do that much lines. That was way too many lines. What? That's way too many lines, man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Whew, it looked like more than that. I don't know what's new here. I can't tell what's new with them. I'm sorry, I can't tell what's new with the Luminous. This is Demon Slayer. Whew, did you guys see that? So this is Demon Slayer. They have some sick wings. So they're using 2 skills simultaneously with their auto attack and then their hyper. What was their hyper skill anyway? I don't know if it procs on its own now. This is Demon Avenger. They just seem like their skills get even bigger and just stronger. So it's just like much huger, I think. This is Blaster, which honestly doesn't look too bad. I like how it looks, the skill. This is Battle Mage. Their Reaper Scythe, their scythe gets enhanced, the Reaper Scythe skill. And they actually look really cool. I don't know why people don't play Battle Mages. They're really cool. So this is Wild Hunter. They pretty much summon a bunch of Jaguars. Like they use like 5 Jaguars and then summon a bunch of little ones to attack. Xenon, they have this huge ass laser beam. I thought they had this skill already though, so I didn't know this was a new skill of theirs, but I guess it is. And now you have Mechanic. They shoot out a little bomb, and I guess it like aims in the middle, or you aim it. I'm not sure, but yeah. Kaiser. This is really cool. They summon 3 other Kaisers to fight with them. Depending on how efficient these Kaisers attack, how effective they are, that could be extremely broken. So Angelic Buster, pretty much an entire full map attack. This is legit a full map attack. So it literally just kills everything that's visible to the eye on the map. Zeros, they have this Zen mode that it looks like this time-lapse mode where they just can go ballistics like they're known to do. And then Kinesis, I believe, is last, with a huge cube thing in the middle that they could control. Look, did you see that? They could even move it up. Or did he jump? Is he inside it? Oh, so it's literally based around your character. So wherever you walk, it'll go there. If you jump, it'll move up. If you could climb the ladder, it'll go up with you. If you could use your other abilities while doing this skill, that'd be pretty awesome. They didn't show that here though, which makes me a little concerned. But either way, like I said, guys, 5th job seems to be a lot about controlling the map, being able to wave clear and kill mobs really quickly and efficiently to get that EXP that's needed. So these are new items that we haven't seen here in GMS. Maybe KMS has these items, but as you can see, level 100 and level 5. Okay, so strength plus 2080, or is that just, no, that's 2080, and then something plus 400. I don't know how to interpret this. I don't know what these levels are referring to. I don't know what this UI is. It says at the top here, I can't read that. This one has a different name. This is equipment. It says equipment here. That's interesting. That's really interesting. It says equipment here. Wow, that's something to take in, to say the least. I guess this is how we're gonna be upgrading some equipment. I don't know what this says though. It looks like machine equipment, and this looks like something else. But anyway, let's move on. All right, let's put it back at regular speed. So level 200 again. This is the this is the new equipment. Ooh, I didn't take that in. This is the level 200 gear, and these are the weapons around. These weapons look very, very similar to weapons we already have, though, so I'm not sure if these are the actual weapons. I don't see why they wouldn't be, because these look exactly like some Fafnir weapons. This looks like the pink one. What are the pink equips called? Nobody even uses them. They're pink and they're like level 135. What are they called? It's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, these look like, this looks like the Ryud sword. This looks like a dark staff that I've seen before. Yeah, this obviously looks like the Fafnir, not Fafnir, one of the Desperados for Demon Avenger. But yeah, these, so it looks like a combination of item skills or looks. Ooh, we got a clean shot right here. So this is the level 200 equipment. That's what they're saying right here. Really interesting stuff. Alright, don't know what that says. The thing what we gotta look for is numbers, because those seem to be in English or regular. So we could kind of interpret what they're saying if we see some numbers in there. Level 200. The EXP, did you see that, guys? I didn't know what they meant by this until I watched it right now. The EXP to get to level 200 being reduced by about half. They cut it by about half, and I'm sure they did that for precision purposes. So the EXP need to get to level 200 is about halved, which makes a shit ton of sense. But it's only till level 200, so after 200 it's still going to be really hard. So it really makes me wonder if leveling up your abilities, your skills, is going to work the same way, because maybe we don't need levels per se to increase their, like, you know, level for the skills. But yeah, something interesting, because they just want us to get to 5th job, but they don't necessarily want it to be easier to level past 5th job. So I think that the skills don't need you to level up. So 200, we saw the word number 200. Damien. I don't know what the 50 million was for. 50 million what? I don't know what those are. I know it's talking something about Lordy, whatever her name is. I said Lordy. Did I miss anything because I was talking or thinking? Like, I feel like this is like, I don't know, like Damien, Black Mage or Black Mage. What's her name? Lady Syl? No, Lord Sue or something like that. And then Damien. Okay. So this is looking like a new area. These look like new areas in the background. This is the new boss, I think, or just a new character. Easy. There's easy mode. So look, we get a nice look at the new UI. I personally do not like this. I think it's way too small. This looks like those typical MMOs. It kind of reminds me of MapleStory too, which could be a good sign for all of us in North America waiting for that game. But yeah, these buttons look nice and bright and like nice to click. But I don't know, guys. I personally don't like this. This looks really small to see your HP and your MP. But maybe, I know I'm gonna get used to it, but it's like I don't want to have to get used to something like this. And then I seen that the EXP bar is underneath all of this, so you guys are gonna see that yet. So the EXP bar is underneath all of that. Voice of Mapler. So I'm assuming that's the name of the portion of this event. I think it was called the voice presentation or something like that. Or maybe it's saying that they listen to the voice of us Maplers, so they made changes according. MapleStory 128. Oh, inventory slot. See, just by the number alone, you could tell what they're saying. Inventory slots. It goes from being at 96, because that's what it currently is, to 128. So that's that. 3,000 power elixirs. These have to do with inventories because this is what the topic is. So I know this one is 3,000 power elixirs. We can now hold 3,000 power elixirs in one bundle instead of only 300. So it's really giving, this whole patch is really giving the feel of advancing, the feel of you're gonna need this stuff, right? They're making it seem like we're gonna need all of this stuff. We're gonna need more inventory space. We're gonna need the ability to hold thousands and thousands of power elixirs to fight these things that are like later in the game, you know, to fight these mobs at the new areas, to fight these new bosses like Black Mage, and I fucking don't remember her name. I'm so stupid. I don't remember the name. But yeah, MapleStory 5, take 5. I'm not sure what this is saying right here. 1 + 2, 130. I'm not sure. Is this an event that's going to be happening? The 1 + 2 event? I'm not sure. Okay, 5, 0. So at 3 phases of 5? I'm not sure. Definitely improve the graphics for it. Probably reduce the amount of something it takes. Just PC oriented stuff. That looks like a date somewhere, but I can't put it together. There we go, guys. That's the entire video right there. So like I was saying, it really seems like for 5th Job they want it to be about, you know, huge. They just want 5th Job to be huge. You're killing the whole map. You have thousands and thousands of potions on you. You have all this inventory space to loot all these things. They are increasing the rewards for just general content in MapleStory in terms of EXP and other stuff, including party quests, because this stuff is going to be needed so that we can get those levels even more quickly and efficiently. Just quickly, as I just wrap up here, let's go take a look at the post again. So these are the names of the skills, as I said. A new skill system, 5 matrix. So see, choose, combine, enhance. I will make my own choices for 5th Job skills that make me stronger. Tell me this doesn't make it seem like you can take whatever kind of skills you want and just use them. I could be using Shadow Partner. Let me see if this is still recording. Alright, good. I could be using Shadow Partner with my Wind Archer. Like, what is, if that's the case, then I don't see how Phantom is going to be a unique class anymore. Maybe we could only choose like 3 skills from other classes, whereas Phantom could choose whatever they want. But it's going to be interesting. So new stat, Arcane Force. Equipment can raise this stat. I think this means that this system is how you raise your equipment stats, which is those whole level 5, level 100 things. That's the new level 200 equipment that we just saw. Growth/battle system reorganization. Required EXP to level up until 200 will be decreased. A lot of you guys are worried, saying, well, what the heck, I can't even make it to level 200. Well, like we saw in the video, like we're seeing right here, they're heavily reducing the EXP needed to get to level 200 by, I would assume, 1/3 to 1/2. So it's being reduced by 1/3 to 1/2. So by 1/3 or 1/2, I should say. Attack/defense system reorganization. I'm not entirely sure what that means. It could mean that our defense stat will work differently when it comes to how much damage we take from mobs and stuff like that. Content rewards will be enhanced, including party quests, which is what I said. Damage cap completely removed, so there's no such thing as a damage cap. It's going to be really cool and interesting to see all these players hitting their true damage. It's going to be real cool to see that. And because of this change, it means that Wind Archers don't necessarily need to have a 2-line Hurricane because there is no damage cap. But it will still be better if Wind Archers do receive a 2-line Hurricane. So that's something to keep in mind. There's no damage cap. So that's going to be cool. Status resistance, stance defense, and invincibility skill formulas will be changed. I don't necessarily see why they would change status resist and stance. I feel like those two should stay the way they are because I don't think they need to be changed. It doesn't make sense to me for them to need to be changed. But yeah, defense and invincibility. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with all this stuff. So accuracy and avoid stats will be removed. So that's interesting. They are pretty much useless right now in the current MapleStory. So I thought they would want to instead just revamp it so that it works in different ways, but it's getting completely removed. So that's going to be interesting because now I feel like some classes will just not be able to avoid getting hit. unless of course they have some kind of skill that gives them some kind of avoidability. But yeah, so that's interesting stuff. So there's a new area, Arcane River, a fusion of all worlds beyond time and space that was destroyed. A scattered breath of life in a flowing river. Waiting at the end of this river, Black Mage. Hello, 5th job. Big stuff is gonna happen. We're gonna have to. GMS is now getting Damien, and we already have to start preparing for Black Mage. God damn. I'm really curious to see how they're gonna make the Black Mage boss be, because as we all know, he's the big guy. He's the boss that has no boss that we know of, right? He is the boss. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that and how they make him. Road of Vanishing, gathering this new continent shrouded in darkness. Choo Choo Island, colorful, wet, a drifting new world. City of Dreams, Lehelen. A ruler of nightmares, Commander Lucid. That's her name. What was I saying? Sue? Was I saying Lord Sue? I'm so dumb. I know who Lord Sue is. She's part of the whole Black Heaven thingy. So Commander Lucid returns with a new look. Main UI reorganization. Wider and cooler screen. Oh, wider and cooler screen. Thank God, because my monitor is a really big monitor, and it's a super nice monitor. It's really high quality. I recommend it to anyone. It's a Samsung something. I don't remember the name of it, but it's really awesome. And so MapleStory isn't fully optimized for bigger HD screens like this, so this is really cool to see. Ability to expand your quick slots. Okay, that's cool. We could kind of do that already. Spring Project, Voice of Mapler's auction house available on all channels. I don't think this pertains to anyone in GMS, because I don't think GMS will ever be getting the auction house. Max inventory slots increased to 128. Link skill transferring made simpler. How long have we been asked for this, guys? How long? Tell me how long. Too damn long, if you ask me. So finally, we're going to be able to transfer our link skills much easier, much quicker, much more efficiently. And I'm super happy about that, because we need something like that. We've been needing something like that. So experience loss in battles with where you're against the boss is going to be removed. I don't think this change is needed, but even on my Mule or Smurf characters, I don't typically end up dying against the boss, because I know what bosses I can and can't kill. I guess that's due to experience of me playing the game so much. And having that experience. But for new players, I guess this will be something good for you guys. So you know, you go to Zakum, you don't know if you can kill it, and then he ends up killing you. You won't lose EXP. I don't think you currently lose that much EXP item right now, but yeah, they've pretty much already done this by making like all bosses that kill you only make you lose 1%. So yeah, it's not a change that really matters to me, but I feel like it's a little unnecessary. Power elixirs will now stack up to 3,000 in one slot. Hallelujah. 10 times the amount of previously. So we're going to have a shit ton more slots, especially in our use tab. MapleStory's largest events in history. MapleStory 5. Take 5. Receive 70k Nexon cash. Oh, wow. Worth of gifts. MapleStory 5 pre-registration event. 1+2 level up. So I was right. 1+2 level up until level 130. Mega burning project. So it's the burning character, but up until level 130. It's gonna be so much easier to level up though, so it's like that's why they made it till 130, because it's already gonna be so easy to level up. Receive gifts when you reach certain goal levels. Breakthrough 5 event. So they have a huge event to launch this. Obviously, that's to be expected. I did not expect 70k cash worth of gifts. That seems. I don't know if I'm misinterpreting that. Maybe it's like they're giving away $70,000 worth of gifts to select few players. I don't know. But 70k and X worth of gifts seems like really extravagant. So yeah, that's the whole video breakdown. That's what I gathered from it. If there's anything I missed in the video, guys, this is my first time doing something like this for you guys, I believe. Hopefully I did a decent job. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this, would like to see more discussion on all of these things as the information gets revealed to us, let me know by hitting that like button, as well as saying so in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for all of this amazing stuff. And like always, guys, this is going to be my new thing. Stay calm and maple on. I'll see y'all later. Peace. Hey, you made it to the end, and for that, you're awesome. While you're here, feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed what you just watched, and click one of these videos to be taken to one of my favorite, most recent uploads. Peace.